Welcome back to WKYT News. As we close out January, we are reminded that this month shines a light on cervical cancer awareness, often called a silent killer. The cancer is most often caused by a virus known as HPV. In this month's Link to Hope, health advocates explain why a vaccine is key to one day eliminating cervical cancer. Here's Amber's report.
Cervical cancer often has symptoms that can easily go undiagnosed, and here in Kentucky, we see some of the highest rates of it.
The good news is we have so many tools in our toolbox to handle this. So this does not have to define Kentucky, and this does not have to be our Kentucky story.
As a board member for Kentucky Cancer Link and having worked around oncology for 25 years, Elizabeth Holtzclaw is passionate about educating women about cervical cancer and how to prevent it.
When it comes to cervical cancer in particular, 90% or 9 out of 10 cervical cancers are caused by HPV.
The American Association for Cancer Research says almost all cases of cervical cancer are caused by infections with high-risk strains of the human papillomavirus. With the HPV vaccine, cervical cancer is one of the most preventable cancers. It's been around for 15 years.
We have a vaccine that prevents the HPV virus. And on top of that, we have screening to catch it early.
That screening is a pap test, and women are encouraged to start getting tested at age 21 for any cervical cell changes. Doctors recommend the HPV vaccine as part of routine vaccination at 11 or 12 years old, but it can be started at age 9. Holtzclaw, a mother of vaccinated children herself, encourages other parents to talk with their doctors about it.
It's safe, it is effective, and it's long-lasting.
In Kentucky, Holtzclaw says only 55% of children have been vaccinated for HPV. It's a vaccine early in those younger years that Elizabeth Holtzclaw says can be life-saving for a woman later in life. And it's that prevention that makes it a link to hope.
So there are other cancers, pancreatic, brain, ovarian, stomach cancer. We don't have tools to find it early. We don't have prevention. In this case, we do. And to me, that's very empowering.
And since the introduction of the HPV vaccine back in 2006, the American Cancer Society has reported a 65% reduction in cervical cancer rates. For more on the signs and symptoms of cervical cancer, you can look for the story in our Link to Hope tab on WKYT.com.